guys, welcome back to another video on the Kitaholic Kits channel. Deb here with a Project Life spread for you today. Now I am working on a 12 by 12 spread and it's going in my 9 by 12 album. I am going to fold that last kind of flap of photos in on itself so it becomes, what does it become? So it'll come down to 8 by 12 and fit in between a week that I've already finished in my 9 by 12 album. So I have sped this first bit up quite fast just while I'm going through the papers and cutting things down. This vellum and that kind of scallopy black, the black scallop on the white paper there, that was from some previous kits and I found that it works really well with February kits. And all I'm doing is pretty much just playing around, getting the placement how I like it. Because that flap's going to be folded over, I have to keep making sure that when it's folded over it's still coordinating with because it's on the back side, it's still got to coordinate with the front side, if you know what I mean. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So this is just a copy I made of a coaster that we got from the restaurant. Because the coaster was really thick chipboard, I thought it might have been too thick for the pocket, so I just copied it and just cut the logo out, and I'm making my title card here. And I'm pretty much just going to stick that Hog's Breath Cafe logo onto the pink doily and pop it on my title card. Love this cut file that I cut out. It moves about quite a bit until I finally decide to put it over one of my photos. And I'm grabbing the gold alphas. I wanted to spell 21st and I thought I might have put it on the title card, but it ends up changing. So I do grab another cut file from the Project Life cut files from February, and I'm just going to back it with some of the pink pattern paper and stick it up on this card, and I will put the 21st up on that instead of that, because the whole middle row there, it all changes. I wanted to really let that vellum stand out, so yeah, that whole row changes. Now, because I've got that 21st up in the top right corner, I wanted to bring some of the gold alphas down to the bottom left corner, because when you open the flap you're going to see the 21st. So I'm just grabbing them to spell the word dinner, and I'll pop them in the bottom left. And I did type out my journaling on my typewriter because this card is quite dark. And I had a bit to say, so I just cut some strips of journaling, and I'll add those gold alphas too. And the reason I did this insert was we had a family dinner at the beginning of February. It was my son's 21st birthday, and he just wanted a quiet one. So he spent the day with his mate and the night with his mate, who was also 21 that day. And we took him out for a family meal the next night. So it was quite a nice night. So I really wanted to add this insert into my album. So I wanted to add some gold splatters to my cards, and I grabbed the gold paint from the mixed media kit, and I add just enough water, not so it's runny, but just enough so it's a little bit fluid. And when you flick that on the cards, it gives a nice little raised effect. It's really pretty. And I just used the fan brush to give some more finer splatters on the cards. And I left it overnight, so here is what they look like, and they slightly raised there, so really nice effect. Now, because this flap's going to be folded over in my album, I wanted to add some gold splatters and also some gold alphas to this card so it matched what was on the front side of the spread. So I'm just using the alphas to add the date to this card. So this is where I change that middle row of photos and cards, and I will get back and decorate that vellum in just a sec. I'm going to work on this bottom right card with the receipt on it. And I did make a copy of this receipt purely because I have put receipts in my albums before and they have faded extremely badly within a year. So it's if you want to include excuse me, a receipt, I do recommend to make a copy of it. And just adding some more gold splatters so it matches that top title card when the whole spread's open. then I start working on some of the photos. I wanted to add bits of information of what we ate. My daughter gave me this silly photo when I took a photo of her. She ate having her photo taken, so she decided to give me this really silly pose. I don't know why. I did use a lot of the labels from the cut apart sheet and a few little bits from the sticker sheets that we got in the, I think it was the embellishment kit. We got those sticker sheets from Simple Stories. I can't remember. So I'm just adding bits of info on the photos of what we ate and how excited my youngest was to get a cup of Coke with her dinner. She's an extremely hyper child, so she's not allowed to usually drink them kind of drinks, but since it was a special occasion, we allowed her to have a cup of Coke. So I chop and change around a lot, and I'm working back on this photo, putting the frame, the die cut frame that I cut out with my cameo, and just popping it on top of the photo and adding a little bit of journaling as well. So we got that sticker sheet of the puffy sentiments in the kits this month, and it had a few hearts on there as well. So I wanted to put that "You Lift My Heart Up" on that piece of vellum, and I'm going to scatter some of them puffy hearts on this side of the spread. And I'm just going to pop that sentiment straight on top of the vellum, and it does show through on the back of it, and I fixed that by cutting another piece of vellum and popping something on the other side of this. So just chopping and changing from photo to photo, I wanted to put that little story of Ava having the Coke there on that label. Now I'm cutting some more of that vellum to put on the back of the You Lift My Heart Up, and I'm just going to pop a gold die cut heart on top of that on that side, and the gold heart is just from my stash. Still kind of see the back sides of things through the vellum, but not that badly, so I'm not too bothered by it. And I'm just decorating up the heart just a little bit to add a few more things to it. Now I grab the alphas again, and I'm going to pop them down in the bottom right corner, because when the spread is open and that title card can be seen on this side of the spread, you'll see that there's the gold alphas up in the top left corner. So just bringing them down to that bottom right corner with just a simple word of yum. And I was being extremely careful because that receipt card and the title card was still drying. Those, once you flick the thicker kind of paint drops on there, they do take quite a while to dry, so keep that in mind if you are going to do that. So the last two photos, I'm just adding a bit of info of what the adults ate, and I'm pretty much done. I'm going to show you what it looks like in my album. And I'm popping it in my album in the week that it goes in. Those other two cards were still drying, but I'm going to show you what it looks like with the title card there. And I couldn't find my tab punch, so I still got to add a tab to say open me so you can open the flap. And that's it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!